Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. So today we'll be taking some few problems which I call further problems on squares. Further problems on squares. So let's just look at some advanced problems under squares of mostly squares of numbers and variables. So let's see what we have. Solution. Now, square root of x. The first one says find the square. Find the square. Find the square of the following. The first one is this square root of x. So we have to find the square. The square. So this is what we are told to do. Remember, square means raised to power 2. So we have to square this. We have to square. So this is a mathematical representation of this. So we have to square this. So what does it mean? Remember what square stands for. Square means multiply whatever you are squaring by itself. Multiply whatever you are squaring by itself. Now this will give us, okay, I think the simpler method here is not even to we don't have to multiply. We need to understand that squares and square roots can cancel themselves. Squares and square roots can cancel themselves. So remember, square root is the opposite of square. So the only thing that can cancel a square is a square root. The only thing that can cancel a square is a square root. So what do we have? This is square root of x times square root of x. Square root of x times square root of x. Now I'm still gonna take it back to this. I'm still gonna take it back here that this is square root of x all square, and then the square root here will cancel the square. Square root cancel square, and then our answer will be what? X. So we are left with what? X being our answer. Take note, square root cancels square. Okay, so let's see the next one. Solution. We have to find the square of square root of 2t. We have to find the square of square root of 2t. So we put this in a bracket. This will be equal to square root of 2t, and then if we square this, remember that the square root cancels the square, so this and this cancels. What we are left with? We are left with 2t being our answer. 2t being our answer. And then let's look at this one. This will give us 2 square root of x. Now, what does this mean? This means 2 times square root of x. This is not square root of x. Remember I said if you want to write maybe cube root or so, it has to stay inside this space. This is cube root. If you write this is not cube root. This is not cube root. This is 3 times square root. This is 3 times square root. So if you want to write cube root, it has to stay inside this small space we are seeing. So this is 2 times square root of x, and we have to square everything. We have to square everything. So what would that give us? This is us saying 2 square times square root of x square. Remember that, okay, let's do it this way. Let's let's make it this way. I think this will be better. Let's take the square. Let's take the square. Remember, square means multiply that thing by itself. So let's multiply it by itself times 2 root x times 2 root x. So what do we have? This will be equal to, now 2 will multiply 2 times 2, that will give us 4, and then square root of x times square root of x, square root of x times square root of x, that will give us what? That will give us square root of x all squared, which the square will cancel the square root, and that will give us x. So this will give us 4x. and that becomes our answer. So 2 times 2, that's 2 squared, will be 4. And then square root of x squared will give us what? X. Okay, so let's see this. This is 12 root y. So it's not only x we can use. Y. This will be equal to, okay, all square. We are in square. This is equal to what? This is equal to 12 square root of y times 12 square root of y. So what would that give us? 12 times 12, that will give us 144. And then square root of y times square root of y give us y. And that becomes our answer. 144y is our answer. So that brings us to the end. That brings us to the end of further problems under squares. So you have activity questions here, just 6 questions. Please carefully go through them. Go through them one after the other and make sure you get it right. Please, if you have any challenge, do well to drop me a message in the comment section. I will be there to attend to you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please do well to like, subscribe, and share to others.